If you want to see me use the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Freestyle Highlighter Palette one last time for face and eyes, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, aka HMM Makeup, and I am going to play with this palette one more time. I have used a lot, well actually all of these highlighters at this point, 7 highlighters, and very different looks that I have created with this palette. I will have them kind of going here for you. Today I want to play with these 3 specifically. And I want to do an eyeshadow look and also a cheek look as well. Probably going to use these 2 as blushes and eyeshadow, and this one as an inner to center lid eyeshadow. I'm pretty sure that is my plan. I've been known to change my mind. For anything else on my face today, please take a look at the description box. It has everything listed that I have on my face in any given video. Anything I should note? My eyes are set the way I always do. I do have a Smashbox Be Legendary lipstick on my lips today. And yeah, let's just go in. Nothing much that is new here, but I will say that I have not done a look yet with the highlighters that I'm going to be showing you today. And really, to me, these 2 they're not really blingy highlighters. They're kind of like a highlighter blush hybrid, in my opinion. So let's go in, I think, with, I think I'd like to go with this one, which is Hunny Slope in the crease and outer lid. We'll start with that and see where we go from there. And for that purpose, I'm going to use this brush, which is a fluffy crease brush from Quo. I do not have the name anymore, unfortunately, but it is well loved. And so I've loaded the brush and we're going to go right in. Now I'm going to do one eye and then do the other eye in fast forward, so you're not having to suffer 2 eyes at regular speed. Now this one I used as a blush, but I don't remember using it in my crease, so that's kind of new. And I don't have any problem with shimmery stuff in my crease, as you would have seen in recent videos using the ultraviolet. I think it looks just fine. And I always go into the inner brow if the color is not too showy. Back up. Okay, this is really pretty. I'm going to go in with my angled brush to get closer to the lash line here, and also to go down to the lower lid. Just going to make sure I've got good coverage here, just for starters, and I'm going to go down on the lower lashes, and frankly lower lid. I'm going to go the whole kit and caboodle, the whole outer lower lid. Something funky going on with my eyebrows there. Okay, let's see here. That could be a one and done look. That's quite pretty. I don't think there's anything missing. I think it's a pretty decent look. Yeah, I don't think that I would do a highlight from this palette on the brow bone. I think that that's going to be, yeah, I don't think that there's anything that's light enough for me to use on the brow bone from this palette anymore. This center one, Stone Cold, has some kind of blue shimmer in it, and I think it's just going to just scream like brow, and I don't want to do that. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into this color for the outer lid. I think I'm going to start with this brush, which is the full coverage shadow brush from Smashbox to just give myself some intensity here. So going into Heartburn, I think it is. Yes, Heartburn. This one again. And make sure I've got the right side of the brush because I only put some shadow or the highlighter on one side of the brush. A little bit more. That is looking pretty. I'm going to go in with a smaller crease brush. I guess it's an average crease brush. The other one's kind of big. And I'm going to go back into Heartburn, same color, and just I'm going to soften up the transition between the shades. And I'm really liking Heartburn as an eye color, eyeshadow color. So I'm going to go in with my smudger brush, a bigger one. I'm going to go into Heartburn again. And just following the lash line, I'm going to add Heartburn just above Hunny Slope. I really like that, but I think that I would like to have Hunny Slope a little bit higher. So I'm going to go back into Hunny Slope with this brush and just add a little bit more. So I'm adding it all the way to the brow, but very sheer. So it's acting almost like a second or different highlighter, and I think that that effect is working for me. Now, we want to do the inner to 2/3 of the lid, and I want to put this color right here, which is Coppin Ice. Now, it is a very blingy color, so what I want to do is go intense on the inner corner and just kind of fade it out a little bit. For the intensity, I'm going to go in with my multitasker brush from Smashbox and go right into Coppin Ice, and it's going to be intense, I can tell you, very intense. Let's see what happens. Just based on what's happened with a glittery highlighter on the inner to center lid with this palette before, I think I'm going to go and get my glitter glue and add a little bit so that I don't have as much fallout throughout the rest of the day. Let me get that and we'll keep going. And of course it was right behind you, right behind the camera, but here it is. It's the NYX glitter glue is what I'm going to use. I'm just going to use a tiny bit on my pinky. Just a tiny, tiny bit. We are talking tiny. Need my mirror here, and I'm going to apply it from the center to 2/3 of the lid. And hopefully I will have less fallout for the day. It's nice and tacky. This is good. I'm going to wipe that off, and we're going to go right back in with Coppin Ice. I'm glad I remembered that because I'm working tonight and that would not be cute to have fallout all over the place. And I'm tapping off my brush now as well, just to make sure that I have less to deal with later. I haven't used this one at all on the inner lid, and it is pretty Going in now with my ring finger, and I'm going to apply the rest of it by pressing into that glitter glue because the brush is not having a good time. Whoo! Ooh la la! That is some effect. Now I'm going to try to go right into the very inner lid because there's nothing there right now. Okay, tell me that is not pretty. Very nice. I'm going to go back into that Smashbox, it's called Full Coverage brush, and I'm going to go back into Heartburn, that kind of a reddish burgundy purple highlighter, and just intensify the outer lid. Yeah, I'm really, really liking this look. It's coming together really nicely. That is excellent. Just going to go back in with this angled brush and just add a little bit of that Hunny Slope by the glitter here because there seemed to be an empty spot. Speaking of empty spot, I just fixed, I had a little spot in my eyebrows that seemed to be empty of product, so I fixed that too. Now I'm going to go and recreate this look on the other eye, and as you saw, it's a really, really easy look, and then we'll take care of the highlighter on my face. Cue the music. Okay, both eyes are done as far as eyeshadow goes, and I do want to accentuate the cheeks, and I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one, Heartburn, as a blush and top it off a little bit with Hunny Slope so that it really ties in with the eyes. And to do that, I am going to use this brush, which is the Smashbox blush brush, and it has, I think there's a different name, Buildable Cheek Blush, and it's starting to fade away because I use it so very much, the name that is. And I am going to go, like I said, into Heartburn, and I'm going to just tap nice and easy to begin with. Ooh, that's a little bit much. That is never a problem. I'm taking my powder brush, nothing on it, and I'm just going to reduce the intensity a little bit. Okay, that looks better. And now I know that there's enough on this brush. I'm just going to go on the other side and use what's left. I think that looks okay. And now, with a very gentle tap of the brush, I'm going to go into Hunny Slope and put on a tiny bit, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to go a little higher because it's that peachy highlight. Okay, that worked a lot better. So again, tapping off the excess and over to the other side. Okay, I think that that turned out pretty well. I like the eye look. I think it works well. I'm not sure I love it with the lipstick though. So I am going to go and change my lip, and I'm going to add liner and mascara to my eye look, and I will be back with the final look. Let's go over what it is that I used. I used a couple of liners. I used the Urban Decay Zero, the Urban Decay Whiskey. Both are glide-on pencils, 24/7 glide-on pencils. I used the Fenty Beauty Flyliner. And then I started off with this Becca lip gloss topper and decided to change it to this one. So let me show you what all of those are. So no laughing now, but this is my Urban Decay Zero. And that is what I did on my upper waterline, and just on my upper waterline, I felt like that was enough. Now for the lower waterline and lash line, this is the one I was using, Whiskey, as you saw from the swatch. I used the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Mascara for my upper lashes. I have nothing on the lower lashes, and I did 2 coats of this one. And this is the Flyliner from Fenty Beauty, and I really do like the tip. It's only my second time using it, and I was so impressed the first time. Now, I did not do a wing today. I just felt like this look was enough. I like the sultry outer lid, and I just did not want to over dramatize the look because it's a regular day. I'm not going out for the evening. If I were, I probably would have done a wing with this one. I trust this liner. So far it has been great. The line is crisp. There's no feathering as far as I can see, and I trust this liner to do a wing. And that's big because there's another liner, the Clinique High Impact liner, that I never could do a decent wing with. I think I managed one. It's always too wet, and it's not high impact. It just feathers and goes all over the place. So I don't like that one. But this one shows a lot of promise. Now for the lipsticks, I mentioned I tried this one on for size. First, this is the Champagne Dreams and Bellini lip topper lip gloss by Becca. And this is another Becca lip product, and it is the Becca Chrissy Glow Gloss in Malibu Soleil. I like it. It is quite opaque, but I figured it would pick up the reddish undertone of the Hunny Slope and also go well with the heartburn on the outer lid. So that's why I changed from this one that I felt was competing with the Coppin Ice on the inner lid, and went more with something that worked with the other 2 colors on the eye, and I'm really happy to have made the switch. I think it looks pretty good. And I topped the whole thing off with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I'm so close to being done with this bottle. Still working on it. But I am really happy with the look, despite the fact that my hair is still drying. You've seen a progression in the dryness of my hair from beginning to now. I'm good. I'm really, really pleased, and I do think that this is going to be my last look with the Fenty Beauty Freestyle Highlighter Palette before I give my final review. And we're ending on a high note here. I'm pretty happy. So with that, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the look. Let me know what you think in the comments. That would be great. If you do perchance want to see another look with this palette, please let me know which shadows you would like me to use. Shadows, highlighters, whatever you want to call them. I'm game to do one last look probably for the How Was It part of the video series because I am technically officially done using the Fenty products, and I can come back to you with an opinion. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. You know that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And I hope you like the look, because you're going to see it in a few videos after this one. For now, take care.